Hello, I'm Danish Khan from Economic Times Telecom, and today we have Mr. Amit Malik, President of Ciena India. So, Amit, welcome to the show. So,
Thank you.
I'll start the conversation right away by asking how focused Ciena is on innovation to stay ahead of competition.
Harish, it's always a pleasure talking to you, and I love this topic. Your theme is always around what's new and what's innovation, right? And what's innovative about it. Yeah, from a theme of innovation perspective, I was just speaking some time ago at IMC session, and this was one of my key themes. And while I was talking about that, I actually kind of went down memory lane, and I was thinking about 5 years ago, somebody was asking me, Amit, how do we bring Silicon Valley to India? My answer was, Silicon Valley is really a state of mind. It's not a place. Anything can be Silicon Valley, right? And the good part today is there is so much innovation now coming from India, and that would suffice to say that Silicon Valley is winning India. But going to what are we doing around innovation? And again, it's a very proud thing for us to say, outside of the North Americas, our biggest R&D hub is in India. Right. We have almost about 10,000 hectares working with R&D. And some of the cutting edge technology that we're talking about was actually being delivered from India, which is great. Ciena, as you know, I think we've been at the forefront of innovation when it comes to optical networking.
Right.
Every speed barrier that you think of, we keep on breaking that. We were the first 400 gigs. We were the first 800 gigs.
Right.
And we're the first in the world to launch 1.6 terabits.
Right.
And this is very critical. And it's not just numbers. Right. Whatever innovation that you talk about, innovation rides on a network.
Right.
If the network is not good enough to sustain that innovation, then nothing will flow.
Right.
You've got apps, you've got MPIs, everything needs faster connectivity. That's why I say network is the most fundamental thing to innovate. And we're very proud again, as I say, that is where our innovation.
We have seen that India as an industry is going through a shift from 4G to 5G. In October last year, we launched 5G, and now we have almost 100 million subscribers. How is Ciena focused to play its part in terms of 5G and the new age technologies? What role do you see yourself playing in the Indian telecom industry, keeping all these technological shift in mind?
If you were to see what are while 5G and 6G is what we read about it, the good part is there is a lot of disruption happening. And 5G is, I would say, it is actually an innovation enabler.
Right.
Most people think of 5G in isolation as an innovation. Yes, it's a change that was framed and authored. The 5G is enabling or creating a platform for innovation. Multiple times people will say, where is the killer use case? Where is the minority? Right? But that all follow, right? When you went that platform. Well, what are we doing towards that? I think when we talk about disruption, there are multiple disruptions happening. One big disruption is that we started the journey that started a few years ago was one cloudification of everything moved to cloud. Then it went to multiple clouds.
Right.
People did not want to be on one cloud for everything. They put the storage on one cloud, they could be compute on the other cloud, and analytics on yet another cloud. Right. They can see so many things happening. So the story of multi-cloud, and that makes it even more complex. So what we enable today is we are allowing this new fantasy in cloud. How can we show you that flexibility of not? That is something right. We're ensuring that capacity does not become a bottleneck. That is something which we. And the most fundamental request for, let me not use the word fundamental, I think rather phenomenal, and if you have a better word there, the most phenomenal change that we are seeing is the full flattening of a network. I was sharing in the morning, I said, when Thomas Friedman said that the world is flat,
right,
he didn't realize what flat would actually be. And it is flatter than what we ever thought. We saw many convergences.
Right.
You were that voice and data combined, voice and data, all of them combined. The latest convergence that we're talking about, and that is going to have a phenomenal impact, especially the service providers, is the IP and the optical. So now this is interesting. It seems very simplistic. Combine IP and optical and you have convergence.
Right.
But it is not so simplistic because it's very complex, because there are multiple layers in this.
Sure.
And I was giving an analogy. It's like in an organization, when you have multiple divisions, every division start working like a silent.
Right.
And the most efficient organizations are the one where all of these come together.
Right.
And that's why we say what we drive is not only multi-layer, we call them cooperative layers. That means every layer needs to talk to every other layer. And there's a very strong element of automation,
right,
which gives you the right insights and automation, orchestrate is that is the real thing. And that is what we have shown.
To achieve something big. So when we discuss that big things are being achieved, like 5G, and now we talk about 6G and the whole network transformation, I'm sure there are challenges attached. So what sort of challenges do you see the market has in general or in India? And if you could tell us more about the challenges and how to overcome those challenges.
The biggest, while innovation I said is about mindset, the challenge is also about mindset. Right. Whenever you come up with anything new, there's always question. Right. And the biggest challenge is on overcoming that mindset. Right. And when I said just not convergence, I said IP optical combined. The first thing which an organization on the other side will start thinking of, I have an IP team, I have an optical team, what right thing it to combine? These are very real questions. Sure. But these are the hurdles which we need to cross. But the good part is, I think most organizations have understood that this means getting higher efficiency, right, lower cost. Because the way every organization today is working, I think they need to do more than less. That's a challenge for every CTO, every CIO. Right. They'll say, you know what, I have to drive more. Right. That's one big challenge. The other challenge is about getting an ecosystem. We started our manufacturing here in July. We want to align to the government's Make in India. The level of manufacturing that you want to need an entire ecosystem there. A government is also asking us to have an X percentage of value add. Right. To do that value add, you need to ensure that the entire ecosystem is available in India. But that is still developing. On a positive note, I would say it's from where we were till just for a few years ago, right, where we've come, it's very big deal. Right.
Sure. So I would want to conclude this session, but before concluding, I would want to have your final comments on the industry in general, where the industry will go in the next 12 months and the Ciena's role that you expect the company will be playing.
So again, I'll have to take a step back on, before I tell you where the industry will go, why should the industry go there and really important into it. And why all these revolutionary 5G and Z blah blah. The root cause of, it's not a cause, that's a root enabler actually, right, data. Right? We keep simplistically hearing data as transforming data that's explaining. Testing data that's the right. What is the quarter of its work? We were to analyze this. I was speaking to somebody in the world the other day, and said, Amit, you know what? Data centers are pretty much doubling every year over the next 5 to 6 years. And maybe more. Now, this was done maybe before the advent of generative AI. Right. Today, 1% of the traffic on the internet has stands generative AI. It's expected to be 10 to 11%. Right. And when we started generative AI, it was on board text. Now we're talking about text and video. Now let's do the maths. If just add a crystal ball and see, it's going to be a massive exploration. So where is the industry going? I believe that whatever we launch the capacity, the industry is going to be for short. Right. So what does that mean? That means today the biggest challenge for the CTO, the CIO, on the building networks is definitely resiliency and security, which is dropping, but also what scalability. And the networks that will be built will be built at scale because if they have to last, right, then they will up in the place, right. I think it's going to be all about scalability and fixing.
Sure. On that note, let's conclude this nice chat that we had. Thank you very much, Amit. I'm sure when we meet next, we will have more stuff to discuss. Thank you very much.
It would be always a pleasure talking.
Thank you.